Hello, Cancer. Welcome back. My name is Stephen. This is Two Fish Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for the month of June 2021. And we're going to do it as usually in three parts. First of all, we're just going to have a look where you're coming from, what your current state of mind is. Then, second part, we're going to look at your path going forward into the month. And then we're going to do some clarification right at the end with a few more cards from the universe. Spirit, what do we have for Cancer? Blessings and advice for Cancer for the month of June. Cancer for the month of June. Let's get into it. Cancer. So the card that represents you this month is the Chariot. Chariot for June. And Cancer, that's all about control and direction and moving forward. So I see you being in this state this month. So everything that happens, every little step that you take, it's going to feel like you're making progress. It's a month of progress. And your challenge, in fact, your challenge is the Three of Coins, and it's Celtic cross. So this is the card that crosses you. So it's neither upright or in reverse. And the Three of Coins is your challenge is you asking yourself, have I done enough? Have I planted enough seeds for my coming harvest, if you like? It's but that's just your challenge, It's something that if that pops up in your head, deal with that question, because only you will know whether you've done enough or not. And chances are you have, because we'll get to the rest of the cards now. But I see that you have done enough. Okay. So if it does come up, kind of put it away, recognize it and put it away. In your heart space, I have the Hermit. So for me, it kind of looks like, maybe you putting your heart away for a little while and focusing more on practical things, projects that you're working on, your job, maybe some stuff around the house that you've been meaning to do. And to me, it looks like you're just hiding your heart away a little bit, Cancer, this month. And it's a good thing to take a rest, even if you're in a relationship. You don't have to have your heart out on your sleeve all the time. So, and perhaps you're even going to be thinking, or you're currently thinking, do I really need this? What is this all about? And just looking inside and trying to figure out your way forward if you're in a relationship, or even if you're single. Wondering, is this what I want? Do I need somebody in my life? Is this going anywhere? It could even be, oh my God, why am I so happy? But there's certainly a self-contemplation in your heart space. But in your head space, I've got the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Coins is, and maybe this is why you're putting your heart in the back burner, because your head space, or the space that's kind of in your practical realm, if you like. The Knight of Coins is like you shining a light on people around you, in a job and career sense, in a money sense. I see you in a state of mentorship, even giving advice. And even if you don't know you're giving advice, people are taking your advice, or they're looking up to you for inspiration, because this is you with a shining beacon. And I see you coming out of May with the Queen of Swords, and that's coming out of May into June. It just looks to me like you've made some super big decision in your life to change something. Could be, change career, change your relationship status, and perhaps that's why you have the Hermit in your heart space. Bit of contemplation. But it just looks to me like you've made this big decision, because the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is a decision of that comes from a lot of thought and a lot of contemplation and a lot of decision making and a lot of research and that kind of thing. It's a wise decision. but I certainly see you coming from May and into June, having made that decision already. And then what's in your immediate future is the Three of Cups. And this is the card of celebration. Celebration and, you know, socializing. And look, it could also mean a threesome, but I don't see it here. But it's definitely celebrating with friends. And it's often got to do with celebrating with girlfriends. Okay. Even if you're a guy, it's like, you know, go hang out with the girls for a bit. And of course, if you're a girl, go hang out with your girlfriends, you know. I see that coming anyway. Spirit, let's have a look at the path going forward into June. 4 cards, Spirit. So yeah, in your I call this, you know, the little voice in your head card. I've got the 7 of Cups, and it kind of matches up with the Hermit, because the Hermit is looking inside for answers that you're looking for. So looking internally for answers, and the 7 of Cups in this position is this what I really want, or am I just freaking, you know, am I being unrealistic in what I want? Am I wanting what I'm wanting, is it just a fantasy? But when it's in this position, I think you're kind of underselling yourself, and I think what you want, or where you're moving to, based on whatever decision you're bringing in from May, I don't think it's unattainable at all, Cancer. I think it's a real thing, even if you sometimes think maybe you're being, you know, unrealistic, because the environment that you're operating in, I just see wands from here onwards, and the environment that you're operating in is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands means, and it ties up with this. Remember I said to you, you're carrying a beacon, and you might be inspiring people. I think people at the moment look to you as being somewhat a celebrity in whatever you do, whether it be within your social environment or at work. So I don't see this goal as being a fantasy. I see this as people waiting on you to make your move, because they think you can do it. Wait a second. Sorry about that. So I definitely see you being, you know, considered a celebrity around you. So I think whatever's happening is going to happen for you. They're just waiting for you to make your move. And in your kind of advice card is the 9 of Wands, and that is for you to take the last step. You've taken 9 steps already, and all you have to do is, you know, get out and take the last step, and things will change for you. And then in the kind of provisional outcome card, if you like, I've got the 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands is you suddenly realizing all the possibilities. It's suddenly going to come to you, and you're going to be staring out across the ocean, or across the fields, or across the plains of Africa, which is what this card depicts, and just seeing possibilities. Like it's going to be after this contemplation period with the Hermit, and after maybe putting in that one last wand to make it the 10 of Wands, you're suddenly going to see possibilities. So I think for you in June, and we'll clarify another 3 cards now. I think for you in June is going to be a month of revelation for you, of contemplation, inner contemplation. And then by the end of the month, like revelation, like you're suddenly going to see, you know, the possibilities that can come through for you, you know. Let's clarify that outcome. And the funny thing is, when I was pre-shuffling your cards, the sun popped out, and here she is again. And jeez. And now we have the King of Wands. So now we've got the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. And that's like a magical kind of trilogy there, if you like. Because the King and Queen of Wands together is you partnering, not necessarily with another person, but partnering with your skills. So you, because I got the 2 here as well. There's a lot of twos, you know. We got 2 people in the sun. We got this 2 of Wands. I've got the King and Queen of Wands, which is like a superpower couple. And I see this as you partnering with something that you've realized in yourself, like a skill that you've never harnessed before. And I see that coming through for you, and it's going to come in quickly, because when you realize this, the Page of Wands is an action card, you know, and stuff comes in really quickly. And then you have the Sun, and it's like blessings raining down on you, and you're going to suddenly feel like this is what I'm meant to be doing. So it's not going to be immediate, because I see you going through June, contemplating and figuring this stuff out. And at the end of June, you're suddenly going to see that there's choices. And when you move, or possibilities, and when you move yourself into those possibilities, it's not a fantasy. You still think it's a fantasy and it's unattainable. It's not a fantasy, because the Sun is saying, when you move yourself into that, blessings are going to rain down on you. Just rain down on you, and you'll be in the power of the King and Queen of Wands. And they're the strongest couple in this deck, because they rule the kingdom. They rule the kingdom, and you can rule your kingdom. And I see it as being a divine partnership of some sort. So it might be another person. It might be, I don't see it as a personal relationship. I see it more as you partnering up with somebody or with an organization, or, as I said, maybe just your own skills. You suddenly partner yourself up, get rid of your self-doubt, and realizing that you can partner yourself up with the skills that you've built. Cancer, I hope that makes sense for you, and please like this video if it resonates with you, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.